Good morning, guys. Dave Crawford here, 20 to 1 in the morning. I've just come off the hangout there with Mike Sherritt and Andy Foote, and I've just listened to their stories of their lives and felt totally inspired to actually do a video now and basically start telling you my life story of where I started. I'm 47 years of age, and I was born in Glasgow in 1966, and I got adopted from about 2 weeks from birth, and I was given up for a better life. And basically, I didn't know anything different till I got a little older and understood what the concept of that was. And my dad got a job when I was 3, and we moved down into Cumbria, and that's where I've lived ever since. And basically, I went through school here in Cumbria in Barrow-in-Furness, and when I left school, I basically served my time, and that was probably the worst decision, but it was something I got told to do by my mother and father because they wanted me to get an apprenticeship, so it was something that I could fall back on if I had no intention of playing golf. Because when I was 16, I was probably at 17, I was the best golfer in the county, without a shadow of a doubt. And at 16, 17, I was totally dedicated going through, but I decided to serve me time in the shipyard as a fitter and turner. So I served me 4 years in there, and during them 4 years, I started socialising like you do at that age and started going out. And basically, I started getting into drink and started enjoying myself like lads do, and my dedication was still there, but not in the same way as it was when I was going through my later years at school. And gradually I put a lot more weight on. I was only about 7 or 8 stone when I was at school, and by the time me coming out of my apprenticeship in the yard, I think I was something like 18 stone, something like that. And when I went in there, I think it was under 10. So it was basically 4 years that I know now I've actually regretted, because the dedication I had when I was 15, 16, if I'd carried that through them 4 years as a golfer, it would have been different. I know it would have been different, but that's life, I suppose, isn't it? That's how we go on. And anyway, when I finished my time, I actually turned professional at golf, and I got an assistant's job down in Datchet next to Windsor, down in London, and I lasted that for about 4 or 5 months. And me actual boss down there, he wasn't treating me right and what have you, and I got a little bit homesick, to be honest with you. And I came home after about 6 months, something like that, and I got a job in MFI in Barrow for about 3 or 4 months until I got my next job, and that was over in Otley in Yorkshire. And I was there for 3.5 years, something like that. 1990 it was when I left there, and basically I got onto the North region of the PGA, and I played with some of the top professionals. I played with Colin Montgomery when he was coming through the ranks as an amateur. When he was 20, 21, I was 19, I think. And I played in the same tournaments as him, not actually with him, but I played in the same tournaments as him. And I actually beat him in one of the rounds up there. Actually, I beat him by a shot, but he beat me in the tournament. But that's here neither there. I beat several of them in stroke play tournaments during the short period I was a professional golfer. The main reason I didn't carry it on was the lack of funding that I needed to be able to go through the system I wanted to do it the way I wanted to do it. But the dedication that you needed, I didn't I didn't fulfill that, and that was something that's always hurt me and gone in my mind, and thinking, well, I said at the time that I wanted to do it my way. I'm inspired by a guy called Seve Ballesteros, right? And I told Mike the story yesterday and broke down about it, but my first ever tournament that I went to was the Open at Royal Lytham in 1979, and I found his golf ball in the 16th car park, and it was a black Titleist one. And he actually, when I found the golf ball, and it was about a minute from the 5 minutes that you were allowed to look for a ball before it was declared lost. I found it under a car, and he then proceeded to knock it on the green, knock it in for a birdie, and win the Open Championship by one shot. So I'll always remember that. It's just got such a strong bonding in my life. And I say I was 13 then, and my dad took me there. That was my first tournament I ever went to, and basically I went on from there. And my dad helped me right through my school years, and he took me to all the tournaments around the county and what have you. And I basically wanted to do it my own way. I would have been like the Ray Floyd or the Craig Stadler. That sort of John Daly would be a perfect example, you know, in the recent era. I'd be that sort of personality if I'd made it. But I'm one of thousands now. I mean, that game's changed so much over the years since I've stopped playing seriously. But I've still got that passion and burning as desire inside me for me to fulfill it. And still a few years left in me yet. So that's part of my story, guys. There's going to be plenty more stories coming out from me here. Well, there you go. Yeah, that's. I feel inspired by Mike and Andy there, just to come out and say that. I felt this is the right time, just because turn the video on and say, right, I'm going to make this video now, and I'm sure, guys, you'll find out this is the best up to now, and the next one will hopefully be better. So there you go. Step 3. Next one coming up will be step 4. Cheers, guys. Speak to you soon.